We'd like to welcome the best man to the floor, Matt Wilson.
Good evening, everyone. I think I know many people here, and I've met several others of you over the course of the weekend. For those that I haven't met, I am Matt Wilson. I'm Richard's best man. I've been in several of my friends' weddings now, and I fear that I'm becoming the poster child for always the groomsman and never the groom. However, I've had a great time here this weekend in Charleston, and I'd first of all like to thank the Reeves for hosting everyone this weekend, and also the Side Bottoms for the wonderful dinner that we had last night. I was chatting with Mrs. Reeves on Thursday when I arrived at the barbecue that they hosted, and we were talking about what a great pair Richard and Betsy make, and how happy they're going to be together in Charleston. And she said, yes, that's true, they're a great pair, but one will be really nice once Richard gets a job. I can't argue with that. And it got me thinking that every time I've hung out with Betsy, she's always impressed me, not only how beautiful she is inside and out, how intelligent she is, how warm. She truly is someone who deserves the very best in a husband, someone who can take care of the rest of her lives. And I'm so glad that Richard snatched her up before she could find someone like that. I've known Richard since we were 3 years old. We were in preschool at Chancellor Street Preschool. And one of the things that you notice when you meet Richard, I'm sure everyone's had the same experience, and it's particularly leaves an impression when you're a kid, is his last name, Side Bottom. Or as they would say in France, Sidi Bapom. That last name is now Betsy's, and if anyone were to ever question Betsy's love for Richard, they only need to look at her new last name or to set those doubts to rest. As funny as Richard's Side Bottom last name is, I have to add that it must have been second or third grade when we were at the lunch table and Richard said, yeah, you know, my last name is Side Bottom, but my father goes by the name of Dick. And to someone in the third grade, Dick Side Bottom is as funny as it gets. And maybe that's true for some of you guys here as well, even as adults. I remember Richard always saying, you know, I always try to convince my dad, why do you go by that name? He must be crazy. And it was sometime when he was in college, he came back one summer from Emory and said, you know, some of my friends down in Atlanta have taken to calling me Dick Side Bottom, and it's really not that bad. And I chalked it up to growing up, and when I think of all the years I spent with Richard, and I was really lucky to have grown up with Richard, made me a better person, and it was a great experience getting to know him, and I'm very honored that he's had me here this weekend as he takes this step forward in his life. It was a couple years ago that he called me and said he had met someone new and that he was dating a girl in Charleston. And I was excited, but I was also wary. I had met a couple of his previous girlfriends. And I approached this relationship with a dose of skepticism. And he brought Betsy up to Charlottesville, and we took the trail up to Monticello, took a walk, and he pulled some strings and got Betsy and I a special behind-the-scenes tour of the house and saw some parts of the house that the general public doesn't always get to see. It was a great day. And as I spent time with them all day, I realized what a great couple they were, and that he had really found someone that made him better and brought out the best in him. And all the years I had known him, I had never seen Richard as happy and at ease and as confident as he was with Betsy, and I realized that they were in love, and it was great to see. I couldn't have been happier. And Betsy, I'm sure you have discovered that the Side Bottoms are a high-character family, the highest character. I have the highest respect for them. They have a great family. They raised a great family, and they raised a great individual in Richard. And just as Richard has been a true and loyal friend to me throughout my life, I'm sure he will be a true and loyal husband to you throughout yours. And just as his father was a great role model to his children, your own Dick Side Bottom will be a great role model to yours. So I toast you too. I wish you peace and happiness in the future, and I look forward to watching you grow together in the coming years.
Virginia, Betsy's sister, and I am going to be extremely brief, which I know those of you who heard me last night are going to be shocked. This is all I have to say, is that I want to give a toast to my sister and her new husband on this 4th of July. And I think that it's only fitting that I sort of rephrase and quote from the Declaration of Independence, written by Thomas Jefferson, whose home is lovely depicted on the groom's cake over there. So here goes. We'll just say, I wish your marriage to be one that is full of life, love, and the pursuit of happiness. Cheers to Betsy and Richard.
I have to follow her two days in a row now. I'm Christy, Betsy's other sister, and this is the last toast, so bear with us. I'm going to be brief as well. I just wanted to raise my toast and say I'm so happy for y'all and glad that everything fell into place with all the planning that went on for this, and this has been too perfect, and I think it's a reflection of your relationship and what is to come with y'all. So congratulations and best to you both. All of you. Thank you. Cheers. Now let's cut the cake. I'm hungry.